Hello everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jacqueline and in today's video I'm bringing you the review, swatches, and this red eye look using the brand new NARS Inferno eyeshadow palette. But before we get started, and if you're new here, please consider to subscribe to my channel and ring that little notification bell so you get to know whenever I upload new videos. Also, come and check my Instagram. And now, if you want to know more about this eyeshadow palette and how did I achieve this eye look, then just keep on watching. So NARS decided to start dropping their new holiday collection, and one of the items on the holiday collection, it is the Inferno palette, and I was able to purchase it at Sephora. This palette, it is limited edition, it's made in the United States, and I really love the outer packaging of it. The unicorn, it is a matte black, and the NARS logo, it is in gold foil. And this palette right here was inspired by the movie 54 Studio. It's a movie that takes place in New York, and it talks about, you know, not the best example of how to behave in life and that disco era. So this palette right here, I don't know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I have to get it. Now, really quick, this palette, it is made in USA. It will be good for 12 months after opening it, and it has 12 different shades, ranging from mattes that they contain shimmer shades, also some glitter shades and some foil shades. So what about if I open it up and let you take a peek at the palette? So here it is, the palette up close. As you can see, this is all red glitter. And then when you open up the palette, there you have your 12 different shades. So when I saw the outer packaging, I was like, oh no, this is glitter, it's gonna be all over the place. It is not. It's actually, it has the feeling of like a sandpaper, but you will not have any residues of glitter. And then the NARS logo is embossed in gold on the palette, which I thought it was like really cool. And then on the back of the palette, you have also the different shade name. The palette also comes with a nice size mirror. I mean, it is the typical component of these 12-pound palettes from NARS. And then definitely the shade that caught my attention right away, it was this shade right here. I didn't thought it was gonna be a glitter shade, because that's what it is, and that's what I have in the middle of my eyes right now. But yes, it is a glitter shade, and it's a different formulation for NARS. So we're gonna go over swatches, details of each eyeshadow. But let me tell you the price of this baby right here. It is $59. I know. I mean, we're talking about $1 away to be $60. It is pretty up high, but we know NARS. That's kind of like the base price for them. So here we are. Let's see how good is this palette. So before I get into the eyeshadow look, let's go into the swatches. Keep on Dancing Satin Cream, Let It Whip Shimmer Beige, Rock Freak Matte Rust, I'm So Excited Shimmer Bronze, Do It Right Shimmer Rose Gold, Can You Feel It Metallic Gold, Come to Me Red Glitter, Shake Your Body Glitter Cream, Shame Shimmering Cocoa, Turn the Beat Around Multi Glitter, Wishing on a Star Purple Glitter, Love and Desire Shimmering Black. And now what about if we go into how did I achieve this eye look? I want to do something, I think, red, because that's the shade that it actually grabbed my attention on this palette. So first I'm gonna dip into the shade Keep on Dancing with my Scott Barnes number 62 brush. And right now I only have a little bit of concealer on my eyelid. So this, I'm just gonna use it as a way to set that concealer. My Wayne Goss number 4, I'm gonna go into the shade Let It Whip. And again, I'm just gonna apply it all over the eyelid. With my Scott Barnes number 61 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Rock Freak. Is this maroon shade right here. And I'm applying it on my socket bone, and I'm just gonna take the remainings on my eyelid. With a Sigma E45 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade I'm So Excited. And I'm just gonna take it over top of that first shade that we applied, the maroon shade. With a referral number 01 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Rock Freak. And I'm gonna deepen out my outer V as well as my inner part of my eyelid. With a Sigma E44 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Love and Desire. And I'm gonna start smoking out the outer portions of my eyelids. Sonia G Builder Pro brush, and I'm gonna go to the shade Come to Me. And I'm gonna apply it dry first and see what is the payoff. Let me try it wet now, so I'm gonna use my MAC Fix Plus. Okay, wet, definitely, it is the way to go in this shadow. It is a little bit hard to move with the brush, so let's go with my finger. Do you see the dent that is making my finger right there? It has a base to it, so I think the finger it is the best way to apply this shadow. I'm gonna use again my Refer 01 brush, and I'm gonna go into Control Freak again. And I'm just gonna marry that sparkly red shade to blend it in a little bit with the black part. With a Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm gonna use the shade Control Freak for my lower lash line. And with the same brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Love and Desire and take it on my outer part of my lower lash line. With a Morphe M213 brush, I'm gonna go into the shade Shake Your Body. And I'm gonna use it for my inner corner highlight. I think I wanna wet it a little. I'm finding the same kind of experience as I did with the red shade. Yeah, wet is a lot better. Okay friends, now that I'm done with this eye, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye off camera. Maybe put some lashes on, we'll see, and then I will be right back with you with my final thoughts about this palette. And here's a final look using NARS Inferno. Okay my friends, and now that I'm done with this eye look right here, here I am for my final thoughts. So about the concept of the palette and the color story, I really like it. It's actually a very much of like a disco style type of palette. I mean, totally it's like that, and that's why I put some sequin top on me, because I was like, oh, you know, it's disco. We just need to look, we don't need to look like a disco ball, but you know what I mean. We need to have that club vibe to do this kind of like audacious eye look, and I really got drawn to this red shade right here. I mean, the only thing that I will say is I wish I could have read more carefully the description, but the description at Sephora is not that good. You will have to go to NARS to get all the description that I just, you know, pass along to you. I mean, I knew it was a glitter, but I thought it had a base to it, because if it wasn't for this shade right here, I mean, the glitter will show. It's a red glitter, but I don't know. I just feel it needed a base. Now, I'm very excited to try this topper right here. It looks really nice. I'm not too crazy about these two glitters, and if you have been following me for any length of time, you know that I'm not crazy about glitters. But all the rest of the shades, I think that they are super wearable. I mean, not that the other ones are not, but these three shades right here, they are actually glitters, so they are more for like a special occasion. But overall, the entire palette, I feel that it is a very you know, easygoing palette. I mean, like, you can make it very smoky with the black, so they make it versatile. I really enjoy that they actually gave us so many options as far as the finish of each eyeshadows. I mean, we have here toppers, we have satins, we have mattes right here, we have mattes with glitter. I mean, we have a variety to play with. Now this shade right here, when I actually touched it, it felt really gritty in texture, so I don't know about that. And then as far as the glitter goes, they do have a gel base, so definitely you will need to use your fingers for that. Now fallout, with this palette you will have fallout. So basically I was applying my, you know, the eyeshadows, and I didn't saw immediate fallout. I saw a little bit of fallout with this shade and the matte shades basically, but then with the glitter shade, after a little while, I mean, they first stay on, and then all of a sudden it starts to like go down, down, down. So I definitely suggest you use a glitter glue for these shadows. Actually apply your eyeshadows first and then go for foundation and your rest of makeup. I mean, it's a little bit tricky to work with these shades right here, both mattes and the glitters. This one, it is my impression that you will have fallout. Then the rest of the shade seems to be a little bit more user-friendly. I think the price is very steep though, but I know like NARS, that's usually their pricing. So I mean, I'm not the one who can tell you whether, you know, it's, you know, go run and buy it. I think the color story overall, I mean, if we take these glitter shades right here, I'm pretty sure you have all the rest of these shades on your collection. Toppers, there are so many out there, so if you're just looking for this palette because of this red shade as I did, I don't think it is, I shouldn't say not worth it, but I mean, I cannot justify the expense because of the glitter shades. I'm not a person that uses glitters, so I feel like, okay, I like all the rest, but all the rest, I have them. I'm not going to use these two glitter shades, and I just like this glitter shade right here, but I can purchase a red glitter shade or a foil shade that will give me the same kind of vibe, the same type of look. So I'm so about, you know, the actual investment on this palette. And the thing that I will say I do like about the palette is the name of the shades. Actually, the name of the shades, they are after different songs. I was thinking to put the songs right here, but you know how it's YouTube, they will just, you know, make a big fuss about it. But I mean, I'm sure you know these songs, Rock Freak and Shake Your Body, Come to Me, Can You Feel It, Turn the Beat Around. I mean, like, all, you know, I'm so excited. All these names right here. I think it is so nice that they thought about the disco portion also of, you know, when it takes place, this movie, and where it takes place, and you know, the music of that era. And I'm actually the youngest of all my siblings, and there's a big gap between my the sibling that comes, you know, the one that was born before me. There's a huge gap. So most of my siblings, they are, I mean, 20 years older than me. I mean, they are older than me. And I remember, like, when I was little, the music that I was constantly listening to, I'm not from, you know, that stage, but my mom used to play a lot of disco music, so it's kind of like in my blood. I love disco music, so I think the palette just have that vibe that I like. But again, I think I cannot really justify the price for this shade right here when I know I have all the rest of the shades, and these two shades I'm not going to use it. So I also wanted to mention that this collection right here is not only limited edition, I mean, it's holiday 2019 for NARS, but it's a huge collection. I mean, it comes with so many different items. I'm gonna put a picture right here that I got it from Trend Mood, but it has a lot of things, from face palettes, different type of lipsticks, from liquid lipsticks, also bullet lipsticks. I mean, it is ginormous. The collection, it is super big, and it's again all inspired by the Studio 54 movie, so it's all very cohesive on that side, but it's quite a bit of a collection. Okay, my friends, and I think this is it for this video. I hope you really enjoy it. I hope it really helps you at deciding whether or not this palette is for you. Also, leave me in the comments down below if you're planning to pick up this palette, if you already have got it, what you think about it. Also, if you have seen any of the other NARS holiday palettes, if you're interested in any of them, just let's start the conversation down there in the comments below. And if you haven't done so yet, I hope that you will consider to subscribe to my channel. It's very easy. Just look to this screen, see down below. You will see a red button, I think it is, so it just says subscribe in red. Just tap on it and do not forget to ring the notification bell. It is super important for YouTube because that's the only way that you will get to know whenever I upload new videos. And also something that is super important that I will appreciate your support is if you have liked this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps with the algorithm of YouTube to kind of like, you know, like, okay, here is a new channel. It just helps with, you know, the views and all of that. So if you can please give it a like, also share it with somebody else that may like this type of videos, that would be amazing. And again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for being here. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.